Welcome back, my lovelies. Let's continue with the story. Emmerich. Probably should turn that off. I'm so sorry.
Thank you for coming. I wish to speak with you both in a place where privacy was assured.
We quite understand. What was it that you wished to discuss?
With my father's passing, the seat of the Archbishop lies vacant. And so, in accordance with canon law, I have assumed his responsibilities. I should stress that this is a temporary measure. It was never intended that the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights serve in this capacity indefinitely. Quite the opposite. The statutes specify that I should surrender my powers as soon as a conclave of the senior clergy and the high houses have named a new archbishop. But in light of recent events, that would not seem appropriate.
I confess I did not expect you to divulge quite so much quite so soon. The details of the Archbishop's plans, perhaps, but the true origin of the war and all it entails?
I too had concerns. But when the Warrior of Light is witnessed returning to the capital upon the back of a dragon, one's options are rather limited.
I'm not apologizing for that, by the way.
Mayhap I could have concealed certain details, but for how long? And at what risk? Should the truth have come to light in the meantime, how would the people have viewed my silence?
Very terribly, actually.
After 1,000 years of lies and secrecy, I could not well abuse their trust and hope to be believed. The time for deception has passed. I only wish the people agreed. That some would deny the truth I had anticipated, but not this many. And among the few who acknowledged that my father had to be stopped, no small number questioned our methods.
If they suspect a coup, it will not be long before some turn to violence.
Oh, yeah.
It has already begun, and that on both sides. Men and women of the cloth are being harassed in the streets. Some have even been assaulted in the broom.
Oh, god damn it.
Hilda and her people have formed a watch to help us maintain order. But such measures will not prevent the unrest from spreading.
For all our talk of peace, the people remain frightened and confused. For their sake, we must bring the Dragonsong War to a definitive end.
We're trying!
And we should be glad to help you, Sir Emmerich. But what precisely would you have us do?
We wish to treat with the dragons of Annex Shrine. To that end, I would trouble you for an escort and an introduction.
Yeah, sure. Come on, let's go.
Annex Shrine? You would speak with Vidofnir then?
Vidofnir!
We must needs open a dialogue between our peoples. Acting as my representative, Lucia will extend an invitation to their leader, that she might visit us here in Ishgard. Were she still with us, I would of course have beseeched Isel's assistance in this matter. But as she is not, I must ask that you aid us in her stead. Will you do us this favor?
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Thank you, my friends.
Of course.
Lucia, I leave the rest to you.
Onward to see the Durgans! We love to see the Durgans.
In the wake of the Archbishop's fall, the nation of Ishgard trembled, the faith of her people shaken to its very core.
I'm sorry that my avatar is covering some of
For
the
a
letters.
1,000 years had they fought and died, certain of the justice of their cause, only to be told that their holy war was born of the sins of their forefathers.
Yeah.
What then for those brave men and women, thus stripped of their righteousness but to despair, to deny the truth and decry its speakers?
This was going
And
to
what
happen.
then for those whom they defamed but to hope on, to have faith in a brighter tomorrow?
We're prepared for this, but not to this extent.
A tomorrow in which man and dragon might live together in harmony, then as distant as the very stars in the heavens.
Oh yeah.
Yet
Eerie.
while we dared to hope, deep within his lair the enemy lay, gathering his strength. Nidhogg, now possessed of his 2 eyes and the body of the Azure Dragoon, prizes to which he had laid claim at the very hour of the hero's triumph. As desperately as we sought the solace of peace, the great worm craved the misery of war. Nor was he alone in his misbegotten desire.
Oh, great. Alright, Lucia. Let's go see the Durgans. Dude, prepare all you need. I'll teleport there in an instant, so... Tataru! We're heading out for a little bit. Alright, Tataru. Listen to me. If that knight ever comes back in here, and he comments about you dancing again, I'm going to break his legs. Okay? And take his kneecaps. Then heal him, and take him again. You got it, Tataru? Okay. For anyone who doesn't understand what is going on, I'm not going into context for that right now. You'll understand the context soon enough. How soon? I honestly don't know, but you'll know soon enough. Alright, Lucia, I'm ready. Are you ready? Let's go with you. Alright, Elfie Node. Do 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 do. Going tail feather. Nothing too obscure. This is gonna be my current glam for right now. I don't really have anything else I want to do with it. Until Stormblood. There are a couple things that I want from Stormblood that will help me with my glam conquest. But I think it looks good. It's basic, but it looks good. You know? Like, I'm very well aware that it's not, like, the most outrageous, you know, glam to exist. Alright, Vidofnir. Whoop. Where are you? There you are. Hi, Vidofnir. How you doing, girl? Thou art ever welcome here, friend of Ysel. But this one I do not know. Pray forgive us this unannounced visit, Vidofnir. May I present to you Lucia, first commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, and our trusted friend. It is an honor to meet you, Vidofnir. I come as an envoy to Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights and acting leader of the Holy See. Indeed, you may speak, knight. For 1,000 years, man and dragon have been locked in an endless cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. To our shame, we long believed your kin to be the architects of this war, but now we know the truth. That King Thornton and his Knights 12 did willfully betray and murder the Great Worm, Redatusker, shattering the peace between our peoples. For 1,000 years, our leaders conspired to conceal this truth, and a truth that, which was last laid bare by the Warrior of Light and the Azure Dragoon, and Yazel. Alas, the deception so intricately wrought cannot be undone in a moment, and our people labor to accept the truth. After an eternity of war, who would dare to dream that peace could at last be within our grasp? Yet dream we must, as Yazel once did. And we must make that dream a reality, as she could not. We humbly beseech you, Vidofnir, join hands with us in friendship once more before the eyes of my people in Ishgard. A most unexpected invitation. I have heard your request, knight, however I cannot yet give you mine answer. May I ask why? This matter concerneth my sire, he must needs be consulted. Moreover, the Nath grow bold, even as they did before, and I would not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm. Then we will wait. After 1,000 years at war, we shall not give up on peace for want of patience. Ha! Fear not, knight. Thou shalt have mine answer within thy lifetime. So soon? My humble thanks. I shall bear your words to the Lord forthwith until we meet again. Well, the Nath being unruly, I think Ravana is going to be summoned again, eh? Given the circumstances, I would say that went rather well. To be frank, I am surprised our proposal was not rejected outright. Whether aught will come of it remains to be seen, however. Perhaps I should take this opportunity to speak with some other dragons. But you need not wait for me. The return journey holds no fears for me now. Well, if you have no further need of our services, we shall continue on to Sharlayan. We hope to welcome a scholar who has agreed to aid us in the search for our missing comrades. Then I pray your journey is as swift and uneventful as ours was, and thank you again for sparing the time to assist us, even when such grave matters remain unresolved. I can think of no graver matter than 1,000-year war, one which our friends gave their lives to see end. Suffice it to say, I would willingly make 1,000 such journeys to ensure that their sacrifice will not be in vain, or was not in vain. Of that I have no doubt, Master Alphanode. I only hope that fates will not hold you to your word. Yeah, are you foreshadowing, Alphanode? Because if you're foreshadowing, I'm gonna kick your butt. Alright, Alphanode, what do we got? Cryo! My favorite! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Kryl is my favorite Lalafell. Stola! Let's go! Wait with Alphanode and your Stola. Yeah, I know I spoiled her name, but so what? At this point, who cares? Bum, 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 bum. Hey. Hello.
I'm terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
You need not apologize. We arrived but a moment ago ourselves. pray, allow me to introduce Kryle, who has recently come from the Sharlayan motherland. She has generously offered to assist us.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Eorzea was long overdue. You must be the Warrior of Light. Yes, you certainly do look the part. A pleasure to meet you at last, miss. And who is that I spy but young Alphonse Levieux himself? I dare say someone's grown an ilm or two in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
Ooh. Oh.
We, Miss Kryle and I met at the Studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
It was no small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the Studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies. Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors on his first day, head held high. What was it he said again?
Oh no. Kryle
Thank
just...
you, Kryle.
Kryle just absolutely obliterating Alphanode.
For what? I haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
Oh, I love her smirk. It's so good.
Mayhap we should save this delightful conversation for a more fitting
that is
occasion
great.
when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
A bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Eorzea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time of asking.
Oof. Oh, I love Kryle.
Right, on to more pressing matters. Finding Minfilia and the other missing scions.
Heck yeah.
I gather you have new information to share with us.
Please?
A new approach, actually. Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea. Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it.
Yeah, sure.
Then what are you waiting for?
Alphanode? Do you want to piss her off? Because she will recall more memories you don't want to be brought up.
The wherewithal to do it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Then let us all call on her forthwith. I think it best that you explain your plan to her in person.
Yeah, probably for the best. Da 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 da. Alright, we are almost there. Hi, Kryle. How you doing? Yes, we are nearby. Oh, excuse me. Master Matoya! In we go. Knock, knock! Open up! I need to stop doing that. I need to stop existing. That's what I need to do. But, you know.
Oh. Is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
Oof. Rude.
Forgive us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
Yes.
pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Kryl, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Baldessian, you say? Ah, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our order's headquarters and the isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power. I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Kryl, you too possess the echo.
Yeah, no shit. Didn't Minphilius say that? Never mind. Never mind. Just.
Well, yes, of course I do. Our order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minphilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
I had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
Well, yeah.
Yes, that's
Minphilia
all well
did
and good,
hint at
but
it.
you still haven't told me why you're here.
The students of Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the science of the Seventh Dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Oh, wait here.
Long did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance. But never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light. But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
Can I have it?
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
No two manifestations of the Echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul. Their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which serve to guide the elementals to Y'shtola. Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Thank you, Master Matoya.
As for the rest of you, I need you to go get me something.
Then let us begin.
Ring.
From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock. I think.
It'd be funny if he was like half in the rock.
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
Yeah, probably should. Do 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 do. Well, actually, I'm gonna end the episode here, my lovelies. Like, comment, subscribe if you so choose to, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!